Good morning everyone, I am your fellow bearded wench doing it herself. Today I want to share with you a tool that I have recently just bought online to aid me in a job on Wingin It, my little Renault Master, or should I say big van. It needs a new oil pan and I'm going to be filming the job. I've never done it before, but I'm going to give it a go because my poor garage is so inundated with work that it's a job they're unable to do. And after doing some research on it, I'm hoping that it's straightforward enough for me to be able to give it a go. So this is a little handle that fits in here, and I guess there's a little slot inside that it goes into, and the bottom end has like a blunted blade. This gets inserted into the seal of the old oil pan because it'll have like a sealant, and you just gently tap it with a mallet all the way along, and then it helps to remove the old oil pan. As I say, a couple of quid, and I think the metal that the oil pan is attached to is quite delicate, so you don't want to be ragging it with, you know, flathead screwdrivers as such. So for the sake of a couple of quid, I thought I'd get an actual tool that does the job as it should be. So I'll be filming this in use once I get round to putting the oil pan on, which is very soon because the MOT is due shortly. So we're all set up, ready to drain the oil. The plug is here. I'm going to use my little plug tool that I've got. I've laid this on the ground to try and reduce any spillages, and I've got the bucket ready. And there we have it, the oil is draining out, it's warm, so that's good, and just give that 10 minutes to drain out. I'm hoping that this bucket's going to be big enough, 8 litres, I think this holds 12, fingers crossed, we'll come back in 10. I'm struggling for tools here, so I'm going to have to see how we go by doing it with this thing. If not, I'll get a spanner. I think a spanner might do it, but I'll try with this. And the oil is still just slightly spitting out. I started this job yesterday, but I had to stop because I spent hours and hours trying to take rounded bolts out, hex bolts, and I just couldn't do it. I even tried at one point angle grinding in there to make a slot to try and get a flathead screwdriver, and it just didn't work. So I ordered my little tool and it absolutely works a treat. So I'm going to demonstrate it for you right now. 2 seconds it takes. I went online, had a little look how the industry does it, and they were explaining about these kits, bolt removal kits. 20 quid, come today, and guess what? Bolts came out within a second. No stress, no fuss. They just came out very easily. This one, tried to use the angle grinder, try and get an edge in there, like a canal that I could put a flathead screwdriver in, and didn't work. But you know what? Within a second, they came out. 20 quid, people. Let's crack on with the job. So you need to pick the correct size piece for the bolt. It's just the same size as what it normally should be. You place it on top of the bolt. Sometimes it will need a hammer on. I spent an entire day trying my best to find a way to get these out, and it's simply achieved within the matter of seconds with these tools. It's unbelievable, actually. Yeah, get yourself some. If you're a DIYer, get yourself one of these tools. They will save you so much time. So I know that it's an M6 bolt. It's perfect. Pitches 1mm. It's going in really easy. So that is going to be the replacement. A 1mm pitch and a 6mm bolt. I just make sure that it has the washer on the top, but that is a really good way of testing if it fits. What I'm trying to do is to break this seal from the pan to the vehicle, and this tool it's getting there. It's taken a while, but it is working. You can see that gradually it's releasing. So I'm going to carry on. It's definitely working. It's just taken a really long time. It's fully in now, and I'm just going around this seal as deep as I can, all the way around. Right, okay, so it's taken ages. This isn't a quick job, but you can see now what I've done. If I pull with two hands, this is going to come off. I've managed to get around the front, the side and the back with the tool. On the other side there's an indent, and this tool won't fit, but I don't think I'll need it, so I'm going to give this a good pull off and then continue with the recording. But I need two hands, guys. Okay, we have success. It's coming off. It's quite hard to do with one hand. Lots of oil falling everywhere, blah blah blah. There we go. On with the next job. Clean all this off so I can put the new one on. The job has only begun. Let's get cracking. Result: the tool worked, no damage done. Highly recommend it. Let's get cleaned up. I want a cup of coffee. So these ones have been in acetone. Let's clean them really well because I'm going to be putting these back in the vehicle because they're just so darn expensive to buy. And I actually can't find any in the UK that are the right size. So the ones that have survived will be reused, and the ones that haven't survived will be replaced with these. And I'll use the rest of this acetone on the seal of the oil sump on the actual van because it's going to need cleaning up. Okay, so I'm going to be using a Stanley blade now to clean off all this stuff. I'm going to go all the way around. So we've got a nice clean seal for the new oil pan. I'm going to get cracking with 2 hands. Let's go. So hopefully you can see that that's been scraped off pretty well with that blade. And now I'm going to clean the oil off with some acetone so it's a grease-free surface to put the new gasket sealant on. So wearing gloves, I'm going to do that now. So this is what I'm going to use to make the gasket sealant with. Super grey Permatex. The instructions on this say that I need to do a bead all the way around the seal, including where the holes are for the bolts. And then what we do is immediately you put it into place and then finger tight all the bolts until you see the sealant starting to squeeze out to the edges. And you leave it for 1 hour to cure, and then you tighten it up. It's not pretty, but it's going to do the job. Let's get cracking. So as instructions requested, finger tight until the silicone starts squeezing out the edges. I'm going to leave this now for a little period of time, and then I'll tighten it up fully.